Ahoy, pirates! This is Marky, or Kerfuffle Hustle, here from Rare Thief. The Ships of Fortune update has sailed into the Sea of Thieves, and we are already addicted to the new Emissary system. Emissaries add a whole new level of depth to the trading companies, which we've already come to know and love, because instead of simply purchasing voyages and returning to them with loot, we can now pledge our allegiance to specific trading companies in exchange for much more generous amounts of gold and reputation. And even if you're a pirate legend, this is good news because the reputation system has been expanded to max out at level 75. In addition to an expanded reputation system, there's also an Emissary Grade system. You begin at grade 1 and you max out at grade 5. Unlike reputation, you only have an Emissary Grade for a trading company while you sail as their emissary. To maximize your time as an emissary, you will want to level up that grade as quickly as possible because each grade offers a multiplier on the loot turned into that trading company. Reaching a maximum of grade 5 will add a 2.5 multiplier to treasure turned in for that trading company. So, for example, a sapphire gem that normally goes for 1,000 will fetch 2,500. Yeah. Plus, when you vote to lower your emissary flag, you're compensated based upon the level you reached. So, let's find out ways you can raise your emissary grade so you'll be receiving that grade 5 bonus as quickly as possible. Of course, first it might be helpful to know where you'll see this grade appear. Anytime you do something that raises your grade, it will appear in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. If you want to check your grade at any time, you can pull it up the same way you might check your health reserves, by pulling up your item radial. Now that you know where to see it, let's talk about how to raise it. For all 5 trading companies, you can raise your emissary grade by picking up loot and placing it on your ship. The origin of the loot doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter where you found it or how you found it, but the type of loot does. The loot must be treasure that you would turn in to that trading company. If you are representing the gold hoarders, picking up any piece of gold hoarder treasure you come across will raise your emissary grade. So if you just dug up a marauder's chest, pick it up and your emissary grade will increase. If you spot a trinket washed up on the shore, walk on over, pick it up and your emissary grade will increase. Whether the loot was found from a voyage, randomly on an island, from a shipwreck, or stolen from a rival crew, simply interacting with it and picking it up will increase your emissary grade. After picking up this loot, you will want to transfer it to your ship. Simply placing said loot on your ship will again increase your emissary grade. For example, while you are representing the Order of Souls, if you bring back a villainous skull to your ship and drop it aboard, you will see your emissary grade increase. Like we said, this applies to all trading companies. One advantage of being a Reaper's Bones emissary, though, is that Reaper's Bones accept almost all treasure. This means that interacting with almost any treasure you find in the Sea of Thieves will raise your Reaper's Bones emissary grade while you're representing them. This might be why forts have suddenly become a little more popular. There are a few important notes about raising your emissary grade by picking up treasure and placing it aboard your ship. First, treasure chests behave a little differently than you might expect. If you set a treasure chest on your boat, you will not see your emissary grade increase. Instead, you will see your grade increase once you take out the individual items and place them on your boat. The same goes for ashen chests. This creates an interesting opportunity. Let's pretend you're doing an Athena's voyage as an Athena's Fortune emissary. Well, through the course of that voyage, you're going to collect quite a few skulls for the Order of Souls. Theoretically, you could gather treasure chests and ashen chests. Then, as you kill skeleton captains, rather than setting those skulls on your boat, you could squirrel them away in said chests. After you've turned in your Athena's Fortune loot, you could lower your emissary flag and vote to become an emissary for the Order of Souls. Then, you could take the skulls out of the chest and set them on your ship to raise your emissary grade before turning them in. Here's the thing though, we tried this out and you would have to amass a lot of high value skulls for this tactic to bump you up even 1 emissary grade, which would only add 0.5 to your multiplier. so it's not likely to help you out unless you're going to be sailing around for quite a long time. But we just thought we'd mention it. The second important note is that certain items will not raise your grade even though you can sell them, most notably gunpowder barrels. Otherwise, it would be all too easy to raid an inactive skeleton fort for barrels and instantly hit grade 5. So that makes sense. The third and final important note on raising your grade by picking up treasure and putting it on your boat is that treasure value matters. The higher the value, the more progress it will add to your emissary grade. Now that we have covered how to raise your grade through trading company specific treasure, let's dive into how to raise your grade through trading company specific actions. For gold hoarders, completing an X marks the spot quest or a riddle quest will progress your emissary grade. However, for riddle quests, you'll also get a boost for each riddle step you solve. For the Order of Souls, killing a skeleton captain will increase your emissary grade. And it doesn't matter if the skeleton captain is from a voyage or just one you find out in the world. Both will raise your grade. For the Merchant Alliance, of course, capturing animals in animal crates and placing them on your ship will increase your grade. But also, your grade will go up for delivering cargo crates to their destination. For Athena's Fortune, completing your Athena's Voyage quests will progress your emissary grade. This means that for every riddle you solve, every skeleton captain you kill, and every X marks the spot map you complete, if it's part of the Athena's Voyage, you will see your emissary grade go up. While representing Athena's Fortune, we have also noticed that our emissary grade goes up for completing random message in a bottle quests or quests from skeleton orders. Perhaps this is intentional, and the Athena's Fortune Trading Company just wants to reward you for zealously experiencing everything in the seas. Or perhaps we'll see this go away with the next update. Either way, we thought it worth mentioning. No matter if you are representing the Gold Hoarders, Order of Souls, Merchant Alliance, or Athena's Fortune, killing a Reaper's Bones emissary will increase your emissary grade. So, if a Reaper's Bones crew happens to get in your way, no big, they're just giving you an opportunity to increase your emissary grade. On the flip side, if you are a Reaper's Bones emissary, killing any emissary, including another Reaper's Bones emissary, will increase your grade. And finally, completing any of the world events, such as skeleton forts and skeleton ship battles, will increase your emissary grade. And of course, by skeleton ship battles, we mean the ones that occur en masse under the ship clouds, not just the emergent skelly ships that come up. So, now that you know how to raise your emissary grade and take full advantage of that 2.5 multiplier, it's time to hit the seas and climb to the top of that Emissary Ledger. What is the Emissary Ledger? Well, we'll just link that below for now. Happy sails, me hearties!